Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, YouTube. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Hey. So, guys, I'm sorry for that 1 minute delay. My computer powered down, and I'm sitting here like, come on. So, it's back up. We're up. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Good evening. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. Missed you guys. Missed you guys. Come on, don't play computer. Missed you guys on last week. But of course, hey Mike. I had to surprise my nephew. I love surprising him. I had to surprise him, got tickets to go see Wakanda Forever number 2. So Thursday had to take some time for my babes. So that's what I did. I hope you guys seen the movie yet? I don't know if you guys saw the movie yet. I'm sure a lot of people have the movie already. Probably waited till like Saturday night, Friday night. I was like, nope, we gonna open it night. We gonna be here day one. So that's where we were last week. So thank you guys for being here tonight. We're gonna get started. It's me and my mic, but I'm sure everybody else will pop in slowly but surely. I'm not sure who that is. So when you come on, please do me that great favor of saying something so I can see you and I can know who's there. Did you guys have a great day? Hope you guys had a great day. I had a really good day. Wonderful week. Um, Preparing for my people to come for Thanksgiving. Y'all know I love my family and I'm always down for hosting Thanksgiving at my spot. So um, everybody will be here at the new house for Thanksgiving. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I love having people over. Um, Love celebrating anything when it comes down to family and friends. All right. So, good evening, guys. One more time. Welcome to Real Life Relationship Growth. This is our once a week segment called Camper Conversations, where we come together and we chat it up on different subjects and topics that affect us or may have affected us at some point, or something we may be going through, may not be going through, but we may have the wisdom and knowledge and experience to help and feed into someone else. So that's what we are doing here. So welcome. Camper Conversations started some months ago. Was in my fifth wheel camper. I mean, had an idea like, hey, I got a fifth wheel camper. Let's go in here and let's talk about some stuff, adult subject matters. Um, Call it Camper Conversations. Have not been in the camper in some time, but we're not going to change the name up. We're not going to do that. We're just going to keep it as is because everybody knows the foundation of it. But this is the page Real Life Relationship Growth. I am Donna. Welcome, YouTube. I appreciate the followers, the subscribers on YouTube is going up. I can appreciate that. Thank you for that. So, a little bit of housekeeping, real quick. Listen. Still trying to get this brainchild going. This thought of having a singles mixer out here in Atlanta at some point. Would love for you guys to attend. More information will come as it's readily available. It will come, and you guys will know what's going on. So, hey, let's get into this thing. First thing, I always like to say, and I apologize for the up and down because Facebook is here, YouTube is here. But first thing I always like to say, I am not a relationship expert. I don't claim to be. I don't proclaim to be. I've never said I was. But what I am is a Black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. Come what may. I am enjoying myself in the process. So, I love, 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 love you. I do. I love you. There's something about you, whether we've met here, we've briefly met in person, we've had some chats through inbox or whatever. Just want y'all to know I love y'all. I love y'all. That's just how I feel, and that's just how it's gonna roll, and that's how it's gonna go. All right. So listen, 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 listen. If you have a topic that you would love to discuss, you would love for us to come together and talk about, inbox me. Let me know. Share to the page. I do look at what's being shared, because we don't want to have anything that's bashing of anyone. We don't male bash, we don't female bash. We do have some good jokes. We do have some good times. We have some things that people send me, and some of it is like, I'm not sure if you're trying to be productive with that. So I may say no. So if you send something and you don't see it showing up on the page, go back and take a look at it and just let me know. Just kind of consider if that is something that's conducive to the growth of anybody. Okay? All right. All right. Hey, Tanil. All right. So we're going to get going. Our topic tonight, and y'all know I'm going to try to keep up with these responses. Y'all know how that goes. Not on purpose. Apologize if I don't get to your response or your comment, but I'm going to try my best to make sure we hit everyone. Everyone. But the great thing about this is it's going to be posted. It'll be posted to the page. Excuse me. And of course, it'll always be on the YouTube channel where all of these great videos and discussions are that we've talked about over time. I love doing this. I really do. You know what this feels like to me? This feels like that once a week time where I get to see my people, where I get to talk to my people. We always say, hey, make time for your friends, make time for your family. We have a busy schedule, busy world, whatever, whatever. This is my time that makes me feel like when that person said, you don't ever call, I don't ever hear from you. I'm here. This is us. This is us. This is what we do it. This is what we do it. So this is our time to love on each other. So, we do have busy, hectic lives. Some of us work, some of us don't, but that doesn't mean our lives don't produce hecticity. It's not a word, but it doesn't mean it doesn't produce that. So if you miss somebody, tell them you miss them. Send them a little text with, hey, I don't have time to talk, but I just want you to know I love you. Okay? I'm busy, but I have not forgotten about you. You're very important to me, but just know we will make some time. This is that time for me. So I love it. All right. Topic tonight. She is the one. Period. She is the one. Topic tonight. She is the one. When I posted this, I posted on my personal page. Excuse me. First. Excuse me. I posted it. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. I posted it on my personal page first. She is the one. Because truth be told, y'all, I'm the one. I am she. I'm the one. I say that because everything about me, I love. Everything about me. When I say that, this is what I mean. The good things about me, the way I move, the way I motivate myself, just there's so much about me that I love. She is the one. So much about me that I love, right? And there are some things there are some things, there are more things about me that I love than I don't. But there are some things about me that um that I don't like. Some changes that I would like to make. Some ways that I may have that I want to make adjustments and changes on. Some are adjustments, some are throw that completely away. You don't need it. But the reason I say I love everything about me, because she is the one, the reason I say that is because all my flaws and issues and problems and trauma and things that I bring upon myself and things that I don't, I try to take all those things and use them to some aspect in my life. I try to use them. I have this I have this thought process, and I have this way, and I say this is all I say it all the time. I'm going to take it, and either I'm going to use it or I'm going to throw it away. Either it's going to be helpful to me or I'm going to realize that's junk, that's garbage, that's trash. Some things need to be thrown away. And I'm going to see what I learned from that. Or I'm going to take it and I'm going to be like, wow, that gave me growth. That's making me better. It's making me a better person. It's making me a better mother. It's making me a better daughter. It's making me a better sister. It's making me a better boss. It's making me a better, it's making me, a better significant other. It's making me better. She is the one. So when I posted this, when I posted she is the one, um, some of the ladies took it and they were like, I am the one. Yep, I am, And I saw it where some ladies took it and shared it, and I love it. I have no problem with that because y'all, I be stealing y'all stuff. I be stealing stuff. If it's good, I'm gonna steal it. I'm like, oh, I like that. That's good. That's good. She is the one. So there were a few comments on there are a few comments, just a few on the post when I made it, the picture she is the one. Um Bridget said, I am the one. My soulmate just hasn't found me yet. Vanessa said, I am the one. So I stopped looking. I found the perfect mate, me. Kevin put a little meme up. He said, oh, really? Tony was like, yep, I am the one. I am the one. So the ladies, of course, Lavonda loved it, Ursula loved it, Cornelia loved it, which was expected because as a woman, you should feel that way about yourself. She is the one. You should feel that way about yourself. And y'all know I don't go one sided with anything, right? Brothers, y'all should feel like you are the one as well. Like you are the one. You are the one. Because if we don't love ourselves before anything and anybody else, we are really no good to anyone and anything else. Because we're struggling and battling and dealing with the why we don't love ourselves. And sometimes we don't want to admit the why we don't love ourselves and we ignore it, we sweep it under the rug, or we try to cover it in relationships and we try to cover it in different situations like, it's not a problem. It's not me. I'm okay. It's nothing wrong with me. I'm the one. But there's so many times that we cover those things and we try to camouflage them and we really don't feel like we're the one. There are people that really don't feel like that. They put on a facade, they put on a show, they put on an act, they big themselves up all the time. They want to be in the forefront and want to act like nothing bothers them when all the time they're covering up and they're masking something. But when you get to a point when you have an understanding about who you are and you have a love for who you are, man, that she is the one, he is the one, no one can take that from you. I was chatting with a friend last night, and one thing I said was, grab your peace and hold on to it by any means necessary. By any means necessary, keep and hold your peace. Keep and hold your peace. And that peace comes with first realizing and recognizing what's disrupting your peace, and then not allowing it to disrupt your peace. But it's not always easy just to be like, oh, I'm good. It takes some building and some growth, and um it takes some looking back and checking what things and what environment and what people allowed your peace to be broken in the first place. So when I said keep your peace by any means necessary, that's by any means necessary. That means some people you're going to have to let go. Some people you're going to have conversations with, the hard, tough conversations. And some people we have to understand are not going to accept, realize, recognize, or understand where we are and how we got there and what we're trying to do. And that is perfectly fine. And that is perfectly fine because she is the one. She is the one. We have to be careful in that process of being the one, that we have to realize it's not about just bumping everybody else and forgetting that we have an obligation as human beings to be a certain way with one another. It's almost a requirement of life, and sometimes people forget that. Hey, Ursula, people forget that. People forget. I say all the time, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, yes, I am. Y'all know where that came from. But if it's perfect, if it's perfect in life, if it's perfect, hey, Ursula, if it's perfect in life, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Whether it's my spouse, whether it's my siblings, whether it's my parents, whether it's my coworkers, whether it's my friends, whatever, whoever, I am obligated to be decent. And we don't get that from people. We don't get that all the time from people. That's why the she is the one comes full circle and says, I have to love me regardless of what anybody says or does. Keep my peace by all means necessary. Keep my peace by all means necessary. Doesn't mean it won't be disrupted. Does not mean that. I posted the other day, I saw a statement, and I'm kind of paraphrasing because I don't want to go searching for it, but it pretty much said, stress is not the issue. Paraphrasing, stress is not the issue. It's how we deal with it and how we handle it that creates the issue. And I always say it's not what you go through, it's how you go through it and how you come out of it at the end of the day. Because life is going to knock you straight on your ass more than one time. It's going to continue to knock you down. Things will go well for a good minute, a good long while, or whatever. And sometimes we get in this place where we feel like, oh, we invincible. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna touch us. Money is flowing. Household is good. Job is good. Business is good, or whatever. And then, bam, something hits you. And have you ever met those type of people that everything is good when everything is good? And as soon as something happens, as soon as something goes wrong, or something goes down, or something goes bad, it doesn't look like what they think it should, they just fall apart. They just fall apart. They walk away from situations. They walk away from people. They walk away from themselves. Because then I realize, and every time I walk away, I'm chipping off and I'm breaking off a piece of me because I was here for a reason. And a quitter, plain and simple, a quitter. And quitting means we feel like everything should go our way. That's what quitting really, really means. If you think about it, oh, I don't like this. I'm going to take my ball and go home. They didn't say what I thought they should say. They didn't say that how I liked it. They didn't act the way I thought they should. But have you considered what they may have dealt with and gone through? She is the one. Be the one. So y'all, truth be told, I looked at this a little bit different. No, the she is the one thing, hands down, always. That's me. That's me. Point at yourself and be like, she is the one, he is the one. Period. But when I posted this and it was commented on, and when it's commented on, Bridget made a comment, and I told her in here, I said, "Ooh, girl, I see a camper conversation." I see a camper conversation. So I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the way I was gonna go with this, because y'all know I try to go with, unless a topic is specific to a certain gender, we're gonna try to hit everybody with it. We're gonna try to use it for everybody. So it says the topic says she is the one, but it also can read he is the one. But I put a question mark on this thing when I responded to Bridget. And this is the direction I want to go with that, because the intro of everything I just said is going to speak in so many different ways. Y'all just stick with me, okay? All right. So Bridget said, I am the one. My soulmate just hasn't found me yet. I'm waiting for Bridget to pop up. Come on, girl. Because you know we all. Bridget said, I am the one. My soulmate just hasn't found me yet. Now, again, when I posted this, my mind went a different direction. It went the initial direction that I just explained to y'all about she being the one and loving myself and knowing, regardless, I don't have to have anyone tell me I'm the one. Now, let's be honest. We all want to feel needed, desired, and wanted, whether it's by our spouse, the person we're dating, the person we're getting to know, our children, our family members, even at work. We want to feel that we're needed because we're there for a job and we got hired because they needed us. So human nature says we want to feel needed and wanted because we were not created on this earth all by ourselves. There's male, there's female. So there was a need and a desire for each other in that manner. So when we talk about, when Bridget said, my soulmate just hasn't found me yet, my wheels started turning. And I kind of flipped this thing a little bit. And I responded to Bridget and I said, how are you ensuring you can be found? How are you ensuring you can be found? And she said, I'm not. The pandemic had me indoors for a while. Now I have to get back out. I get that. We all just kind of got comfortable in being in and not going out and being in places where there's a lot of people. Although COVID is not as prevalent as it was when it initially started, it's still there. It's still out there. People are still getting COVID. But I understand what Bridget was saying. But now people are getting out more, right? Okay. So this is where I came up with this thought process. I said, I'm not just talking about physically moving. And I was like, ooh, just got a Camper Conversations topic. And Bridget was like, yes, yes. So I'm not talking about just physically moving. She is the one. Now it turns into a question mark. He is the one. Let me tell you why it turns into a question mark. Because I said to Bridget, I'm not just talking about physically moving. That's not what that meant. That's not where that went, rather. Where it went for me, and what I want us to get into tonight, is how are you ensuring that you are the one? How do you know that you are the one? Now, we did our intro and we talked about being the one. She is the one. Loving yourself. That is plainly what that meant. He or she is the one. Loving yourself to pieces, right? But this is real life relationship growth. We talking relationship, right? And there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be by yourself. Truth be told, right now, I am in such a place where I could care less about a brother. Truly, 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 truly. I really could. I love y'all. Y'all some wonderful men, some of y'all. Just like there's some wonderful women and there's some not. But I could really, really, but there's some people out there that are in a different place and different mindset, and that's okay. They want to be with someone. They want to be in a relationship. They want to be married. They want to be building. They want to be loved and cared for by somebody else. They want all of that. And that is fine. And that is fine. So she is the one. How are you ensuring that you're the one? So many times we look at relationships as what other people can bring and give to us. Like when we meet somebody, we be like, ooh, he fine. Oh, ooh, she fine. Or, ooh, I love very intellectual. I heard them, conversation and I heard them say something and I love what I'm hearing. I would love to get to know them better. Everything ain't always physical with everybody. It's not. It's not always physical. Although the first thing, unless you go on a blind date, somebody set you up, or you are you may be online dating or whatever, and you haven't seen the person in that kind of scenario, then the first thing you really deal with, the first thing you really get into is the physical. So when we get past the physical, sorry. When we get the physical, we get more into getting to know people for who they are. We get more into so she is the one. How do you know you are the one? How are you ensuring that you are the one? Read a post one time and the comments strolled so long. They streamed, so long. The comment said, what is it? And it was directed at men. And it asked the men, what is it that you are looking for in a woman? What is it that you are looking for in a wife? What are you looking for? And when I say this feed went on comment after comment after comment. And a lot of the brothers were saying, I'm looking for somebody who can be a team player. I'm looking for somebody who I can trust. I'm looking for somebody who can help me build or whatever. And I mentioned this before, and I said this before. The thought came to me, and I was like, I made a comment because there were women commenting as well. And a lot of the women were saying how they have positioned themselves so men can find them. And I do understand those who follow and believe the words of the Bible, the biblical teaching that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. I believe that. I believe that more. Hey, Nicole. I believe that not just because it's biblical, but I believe that, and I think in any other belief factor, because man, male, masculine, leader, all of those things, I think that adheres, that goes regardless across the board. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. He finds a good thing. Here we go. She is the one. What makes you the one? How are you preparing yourself and ensuring that you are prepared to be the one? How are you making sure, ladies, that you can be found? That you can be found. And when you're found, what is it that you're doing and saying that makes this man say he is the one? And even on the flip side, when you meet a man and he's showing interest, brothers, like what are y'all doing that she is saying, wow, he is the one? You know, sometimes people get upset and bothered when they don't get invited places. And they don't, you know, they see people out doing things, or they on Facebook and they see people doing whatever, getting. If you want to have friends, are you first friendly? Are you first friendly? Do you position yourself and put yourself where people know that, you know what, I can trust and depend on Donna? Like, she cool people. I know if I need something, and she has. So we always want. We always want what we want. We always want people to give us what we need, what we think we need, and what we feel we need. But are you the one? Like, how are you ensuring that you are the one? So back to this post I was talking about. So I said on the post, I was like, so many times, paraphrasing, I don't remember exactly what I typed because I was on my soapbox a little bit. I was like, so many times we are looking for others. The question said it, what are you looking for? And there's nothing wrong with having a desire and a need and a want and certain things. You know, like certain women like a certain look. Certain men like a certain look. You know, you're physically attracted to certain people and certain things. You have a type. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But how are you positioning yourself to ensure that you are the one? So what I said was, so many times we are looking for people to fulfill our needs. Hey, Kevin, we are looking for happy belated birthday. We are looking for people to fulfill our needs. You know, so I'm like, what makes you, brother, that man? How have you positioned yourself to make that woman want to be with you, even give you a chance? Like, what are you doing? We always looking for who can do this for us and who can do that for us. But if you're looking for a wife, because, you know, that was the basis of the question. If you're looking for a wife, are you ready to be a husband? Are you ready to supply and support and nourish and all of those things that this woman is going to need? Because we all know that certain things are reciprocal. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways. If we treat each other a certain way, if husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, relationship, however this goes, if we're treating each other a certain way, if we're dealing each other, hey Chris, if we're dealing with each other in a certain way, it's going to be reciprocated. Now, There are times and people end up finding themselves in positions and relationships and dealing with people that they're not reciprocating what it is that they're giving out. They're not. So then you learn and you know, oh, red flag. Oh, that's not for me. Oh, okay. That's not going to work out. But I don't know too many situations. Y'all tell me if y'all know any. I don't know too many situations where someone has come in a positive manner, in a loving manner, and they've given of themselves, and the other person was just like, nope, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, you did what I like? I don't care. Now, if you find in a person like that, and you meet a person like that, and you're dealing with a person like that, exit stage left. Exit stage left. Because they're not the one. Whether they tell themselves that or not, they are not. Because it's all about them. So the gist of what I'm saying is she is the one. He is the one. Are you really? Like, what are you doing to show that you even can be the one? So Nicole said in some instances, it can be unbalanced, especially if the person is just taking advantage of a person in a situation. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. It can be unbalanced. Kevin said, Kevin said, minus my communication skills, I think I'm the best thing since the rose. I can cook clean, not clingy, handy with tools, cultured. Despite some minor deficiencies, I think I'm husband material. Okay. Okay. So Kevin made a list of things of why he felt like he was the one. Hey, Candy. A list of why he felt like he was the one. So, Kevin, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. And listen, I'm not trying to be insultive. This is, based off of your answer for discussion. For discussion. And you have a right not to answer it if you don't want to. And I'm gonna try to ask this where I won't be insulted because I'm not trying to be. So, Kevin, if you have all of these wonderful things, one of these wonderful attributes, what do you think is keeping you from being in that place of relationship that you want to be? And this is I'm assuming, I'm making an assumption. Not totally making an assumption, but this is my boy Kevin, and as far as I know, Kevin is single. As far as I know, Kevin is single. So anybody saying that they are the one, anybody saying they're the one, I'm gonna put myself there as well. Like, what makes me feel like I am the one? No secret, no secret that over a year ago, sometime over a year ago, yes. Sometime over a year ago, I wasn't single. I wasn't single. I was in a relationship, um, married, to be totally honest. It's some things about it that I really hate saying that word. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I hate putting that title on what that was because I feel like marriage is such a beautiful, wonderful thing. And like any situation and anything that has a positive to it, when something negative comes of it because of foolishness, I hate connecting the two. That's with any word. That's with any situation, anything. So I was in the situation. And honestly, I was a different person. And let me tell you why I was a different person. Because there were some things that I did not deal with before moving into this relationship. So, speaking on me being the one, as far as that's concerned, and just total honesty, I went into that relationship and I should not have gone into that relationship because I had some things that I was working on and some things that I needed to continue to work on before I put myself in that position. But what I did, I allowed the other person to gaslight enough, and I have no shame in the situation that happened, because truth be told, y'all, it wasn't. Listen, when people do things, if somebody steals from you, you're not going to sit up and say, oh my gosh, I was so stupid. They went in my house and they stole from me, and I locked my doors. How stupid was I? We're not going to say that. So when I say that, like Nicole just said, in some instances, it can be unbalanced, especially if the person is just taking advantage of a person in a situation. When people take advantage, 9 times out of 10, we don't know that's their intention. So when I asked Kevin that question, I don't want to leave him out there on his own and make him feel, and make it feel like, oh, Kevin, something wrong with you. Something was wrong with me. And something was wrong with me where I should not have been in that relationship. And the things that were wrong with me were things that I was working out through counseling, and I was learning, and I was talking, and I was praying, and I was living, and I was really loving where I was and where I was moving to, and I allowed my peace to be disrupted. So, was I the one? No. Nope. Was not. Not in that aspect. Not in that aspect. All right, so let me read Kevin's comment. Kevin said, well, as stated, I have poor communication skills, and that turns off many women. Other than that, fear of being trucked and played. Thank you, Kevin, for answering that. And you did say that. You did say the communication skills, which means that if you're working on that, or if the poor communication was the issue, then here's the question about being the one. Thank you for that, Kevin. I appreciate it. Kevin also said, my fear has kept me from stepping out my comfort zone and being trustful. I guess I just don't want to waste time with someone who isn't committed. Someone who aren't committed. Read it the way he put it. Someone who aren't committed, who isn't committed. I feel you. Kevin. Mike said, work on yourself before you work on a relationship, family. Peace and love. Donna, have an early morning. So night. Good night, I'm sorry. Good night, Mike. Thanks, brother, for always popping in and being there. I appreciate it. Yes, Kevin, I saw that. Thank you. Thank you for always being there, Mike. That's my brother from another mother, y'all. Mike and I go way back. So he's totally right. Working on ourselves. So this also means when you get into a relationship, you have to be honest with yourself as much as you have to be honest with the other person. Because I'm that woman that said, a lot of men say women don't want to hear the truth. They don't really want us to be honest. They don't want to tell me the truth. Please. Because why I want to hear the truth? Because I rather know the truth and deal with it and either work through whatever it is, or say, you know what, this is not for me. So the truth hurts. Does the truth hurt? Yes. Of course the truth hurts. Especially if it's something that you think you want, you feel you want, or you want. You don't always want to hear. I always tell my son, be totally honest. Be honest in your dating life and your dating, as he came up and getting older and stuff, be honest. Because you don't want to be tied down to someone and you're there only because you're scared to tell them the truth because you don't want to hurt their feelings. So sometimes we get into relationships that we know we have no business being in, and we stay there to save face. And we stay there because we don't want to hurt people's feelings, or we don't want people to see that this was a failure or that didn't work. Y'all know what? It didn't matter to me, not one bit. I don't care how big of a wedding was planned. I don't care how many people watched and was witness to. When that thing showed itself not right, psh, deuces. Nobody wants their relationship to come to an end, because I was like, okay, you know what? I went into this. I made a commitment. Let me try to see this thing all the way through. And honestly, y'all, I fought myself tooth and nail. There were days where I just had I forced, because I was like, Lord, let me now, hey, let's remember, every relationship ain't ordained by God. Just because you in it don't mean he a part of it. Nicole said, I prefer the truth too. People lie thinking they are protecting you from the real deal. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yep. Nicole also said you can call off a wedding at the altar if needed. That's right. At the altar. That runaway bride, run, Forrest. Run. Kevin said, yes, tell me the truth also. If a woman likes me, say it and mean it. If someone is giving me the truth and committed to the process, good and bad, I'll match the energy and reciprocate. Reciprocate and mean it. Yeah. Say it and mean it. Listen, again, this is the thing we have to understand. Just because you went into it doesn't mean you have to stay in it. There's so many reasons when we talking about a marriage, and that's why we have to be careful, Lord Jesus. When we talking about a marriage, there's a bond and connection that goes beyond just saying I love you and I do at the altar. There's financial obligations, there's financial connections, there's family connections, there are other people involved, especially if you blend a family, your children, his children, your children, her children. There are things that go so far into a marriage that just dating someone and being with someone that doesn't have those connections, there's a difference. You can say all day that it's just a piece of paper. And listen, try to deal with that property without that piece of paper. Try to deal with that insurance policy or that SSI, all of that stuff without just that piece of paper. It bugs me when people say that because it has a meaning to it. It really does. So a marriage commitment is something more worth fighting for, not worth fighting for, because it starts before marriage, a dating process and all of that, and courting begins. But what I'm saying is, when you're in a marriage, if that thing can work because of all the bond and commitment that it is, then allow that thing to work. If it cannot, I am never here to tell anybody to stay in a marriage. It's not my place and not my position, because only you know what goes on behind closed doors. Only I knew what was going on behind closed doors. So, but breaking those ties and those connections aren't easy. They're not easy. But especially if there's abuse, physical, mental, verbal, emotional. If there is a abuse, no question, hands down. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I know I got to keep coming out, going back in to get y'all comments. Nicole said, relationships shouldn't be this hard. Just be honest and don't waste time. Exactly. Exactly. It shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Dishonesty, you are so right, Nicole. Dishonesty is what makes it hard. Kevin said, well, I'm at the point I'm dating. Well, I'm at the point I'm dating to marry. Too old to be dating multiple people. I'm dating with intention. And I feel some women are scared of a man who truly knows what he wants. Some women are truly scared of some men who really knows what he wants. I never thought about that. Kevin, I never thought about that. I never thought about some women, scared of a man that truly knows what he wants. I think what's coming to mind is I don't know that a woman is necessarily scared. Some women may have dealt with enough hurt and enough trust. And yeah, some women may have dealt with that man that said he knew what he wanted, and it's you. You are the one. Truth be told, that's what I dealt with. When I say I was the one to this man, his words, I was the best thing ever. Like, it took this long, all these other relationships that he was in to get here. And I'm sure the one before me heard the same thing. And the one after me heard the same thing. But, Kevin, I'm just saying, it's not always that easy. But, like Nicole said, we just have to be honest. If there's a woman that is into you and is fearful, say that. Listen, I'm into you. I really like you, but I'm not going to lie. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this. And I don't know what to do with it. And a lot of times we could miss out on what's for us because of fear. Counseling, ding, 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 ding. Fear will keep you from having what you need and what you want, and even what you desire. Because fear, is the destroyer of all. I can't fear and trust at the same time. So if you don't trust me, you fear that, there's no way we can move forward. No way at all. Nicole said, brings lots of baggage to new relationships. Yep. Lots of baggage to new relationships. And that just kills it. That just kills it. So in order for us to get past fear, in order for us to get beyond holding back something we may want, we have to be the one for ourselves, first and foremost, regardless of what's going on. Loving yourself, understanding yourself, facing your traumas, dealing with them head on, and forgiving yourself. Some people deal with some traumas and some issues and situations where they can't forgive themselves or they can't forgive others. Listen, I understand the thought process of trying to forgive someone who has physically, mentally, and emotionally abused you. I understand that hands down. But what I had to do and I had to realize was if I did not, I'm not forgiving the act, but forgiving the person for what I had no control over. That wasn't me. That had nothing to do with me. That's your psyche. That's you being messed up. Did it bother me? Did it hurt me? Yes. But I can't move forward in my peace and my place and be who I am if I still allow that to keep me in fear of moving to something else better. Come on. You don't have that much power. Nobody should have that much power over you because you are the one. You are the one. From the beginning of this conversation to the end, the two meanings that we're talking about with it. You are the one. Do not give anyone enough power to keep you guessing, keep you in fear, keep you down, keep you missing out on what is for you. Period. Period, 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 period. You are the one. Mm-hmm. Yep. Kevin says some women are operating from the pain of the past. Yes, I'm guilty of the same too. Yeah. Men and women both. Men and women both. But it's going to be a revolving circle of nothingness. A revolving circle of nothingness. I'm going to say it again. If we continue in that way, if we continue to be unforgiving of ourselves, unforgiving of others, if we continue to not position ourselves to be our brother's keeper, to take care of our spouse, to take care of our children. I might not like you today. I may not be able to stand you today, but I am obligated. I'm obligated to take care of my spouse. And they are obligated to take care of me. Do we understand what that looks like? If we are literally taking care of each other and taking the selfishness out of it, the I. Listen, I don't care if you married or single. Sometimes you need to step back and say, you know what? I'm saying too many eyes. I'm saying too many eyes. Like I would deal with the I. I can't be with you right now because I have to deal with the I. The selfishness of me that's keeping me from being with you. If you're married, my suggestion, my suggestion, don't separate from your spouse. I'm talking about the working situation. Don't separate from your spouse, but talk to your spouse to deal with the I. I have to deal with me so I can deal with you in a better manner, in a loving manner, in a complete manner. Because if we in relationships, you know what? I'm not impressed anymore when people say, oh, we've been married 10 years. Oh, we've been married 15 years. Oh, we've been married 20 years or 30 years or 50 years. The only thing that impresses me about that is that there's something that y'all are doing right to stick it out. There's something y'all are doing right. But what doesn't impress me is those long relationships, long marriages, and neither person can say, at the end of the day, this is my happy place. This person is my happy place. This person is my happy place. If you're not saying that, are you the one? Is she the one? Is he the one? All right, y'all. I enjoyed this discussion. Y'all know I'll give a title and it will not always go that way. Always, I'm not, it's not a trick like, oh, we're going to go say something different. But the topic always has more to it that we can get into. We can get into. And that was my point. That was my thought process with this one. When I said that she is the one. And while we puffing up our chest and be like, yes, I'm the one, it's me. Or he be like, I'm the one. Are you really the one? Are you ensuring that you are the one? By making sure that your focus is not all the time, especially in a marriage, Kevin said, well, if I continue with my counseling via this group, I'll find a way to deal with the fear and hopefully find that one and be that one. Yo, we closing it on that, Kevin. Sir. We closing it on that, Kevin. Nicole said, thanks, Donna. I have missed these discussions. I've missed you too, Nicole. I have missed you too. I'm glad you made it tonight. I see my girl Teresa just popped up. I don't know what time zone she on, but she know what time we start. You know what? It's this. She not the one. All right, I gotta read that again. It's the end part that we gonna close on, and we gonna cause Kevin, sir, I'm calling you Kevin after we finish this. Just know that. Kevin said, well, if I continue with my counseling via this group, oh, that's cute, I'll find a way to deal with the fear and hopefully, here it is, find that one and be that one. I love it. I love it. I love it. She is the one. He is the one. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. I really enjoyed this. Remember, the video will be posted. It's under the live section on the YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch it. It will be posted in the top. Probably tomorrow, I'll move it up in the top on the Facebook page. Y'all can always comment and continue the conversation. It doesn't have to end tonight. So if you have something you want to say on this topic, once you watch it, because when I go back and I look at the insight, there's an insight you can watch every video. Yo, the views get up to like 100, even more, some less, but they always hit the double digits. So I appreciate that. That means our conversations aren't just staying surface level right here. So whoever we've helped tonight, whoever we working with tonight, first of all, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, T, for being here. Thank you to Neil. Thank you, Mike, Chris. If I missed your name, Candy. If I missed your name, I apologize. But hey, y'all continue to walk in love. Continue to know that you are the one and position yourself. If that's what your desire is, someone else can say you are the one. But be loving in order to be loved. Good night, guys. Later. Bye. Oh, will you be meeting next Thursday or changing the day due to the holiday? Oh, wait a minute. That was a good question. I'm sorry, YouTube. Flashing back on real quick. The question was asked through Facebook. Will you be meeting next Thursday or changing the day due to the holiday? Changing the day. My family starts to get here Tuesday, y'all. So honestly, we won't meet. We won't meet next week, Thanksgiving. Because Monday, I'm working Monday, Tuesday. Then my people start getting here. Wednesday, I'm sure running around grabbing things I didn't get because I'm the one doing all the shopping. I'm sure I'm gonna miss something. Of course, Thursday, Thanksgiving, and they won't leave until Sunday. So, the plan is to be with the family. But we will come on though. We're gonna come on and not have a camper conversation. But I would love for my family to come on with me and do a real life relationship greeting to everyone. All right. Y'all have a wonderful holiday, however you celebrate it. If you celebrate it, regardless of what, love on someone. All right, you too. I'm gonna try this again. We out. And boom. Good night,